welcome back to the Savage Patriots on this beautiful Monday. Everybody loves Monday. As you can see, Jay is just showing his avatar today because he's taking care of some stuff and can't really be on camera, but he's here and we can hear his voice. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting. Oh, Marlon's running a little late. Marlon will be showing up here shortly, but it's going to be a very interesting show today because there's a little
dissension in the ranks. You think?
Yeah, dysfunction within the ranks, within the MAGA movement, with Majorie Taylor Greene, a huge advocate of Donald Trump during the election. Before the election, she loves Donald Trump. Then all of a sudden, she called him out for something, and Trump being Trump, he didn't like it.
Well, it's the Epstein files, right? Like she's like, bring out the Epstein files, and Trump's like, all right, fine, you loud, obnoxious woman.
Yeah, it's that, and I think she tried to check him on inflation. She pretty much said that Trump was gaslighting the American people about inflation. Prices are still high. She asked him to stop gaslighting and, some other things with Epstein and everything else. But I don't think this is going to last long. Just like the Trump-Elon feud lasted about a week.
Probably.
Yeah, this will pass. Trump will have a good sit down with her and put her in her place. Trump.
I mean, she has no choice but to get in line.
Yeah, I mean, if she ever wants to get reelected, unless she's not seeking reelection in the midterms, but if she wants to get reelected, man, I suggest she squashed this feud. You don't have to agree with everything Trump does. You don't have to agree with anything any politician does 100%. That's crazy. That's crazy if you do.
Right.
But this is what I talk about on my other social media platforms is I talk about this political tribalism. And you guys heard me say this before. It's this political tribalism to where now people are kind of, they're picking sides. And, now she's a traitor to some people for calling out the president of the United States. But she's a traitor now to her country. I don't get it.
I wouldn't go that far, but at the same time, it's like, if you're going to disagree with something, be informed about what you disagree with. I don't think she's got all the information or her facts straight. And she's running on some sort of an emotional kick. And I mean, I appreciate some of her takes, but let's be clear here. You need a level head on your shoulders. And she tends to not have that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree, but I do like her little fiery personality sometimes, man. She is a straight shooter when it comes to certain topics. She tells exactly how it is.
Totally.
And I like that about politicians, where they don't tap dance around subjects and topics. They straight up tell you how they feel. We need more people like that.
True.
But this is a fight that she won't win. This is like political suicide. Trump's not even a full year into his term yet, and you're doing this. And then when the prices actually start showing, which I think they will come around, January, I think that's where we're really starting to see a dip. Personally, that's what I feel.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be walking around with pie in her face, man, looking like real crazy.
And then what? I mean, people in our district are going to be like, "You idiot."
What? I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
So she's got to be careful what she does. This is something that she could have did behind closed doors. She said, "Hey, can I talk to you about this, Mr. President? Yeah, can we just talk about this? Because I don't want to put our business out there. Not everything has to be said. Little scuffles and stuff. This is stuff that could be handled behind closed doors."
Yeah, I agree. I think you hit the nail on the head with that one. I think she could have done it privately. Yeah.
It's not national security. It's not like the world's going to end if people don't hear about this. But let's hear what she has to say. This is the right one. Video cannot be played. You bastard. All right, we'll just play this one. But yeah, it's always something with these sites. So I'm going to try this next one. I got a couple of them pulled up. But I know she's been pushing, trying to get these Epstein files released. And I think Trump said something today about getting them released.
Yeah, he did. But at the same time, it's like, why is she pushing so hard for it? And I mean, granted, for Trump to sit there and kind of sort of opine and not really push for it and say it was a hoax that he's in it, it just kind of
Yeah.
makes him look bad.
Yeah.
It like, I don't know. But for then Marjorie to make make the Epstein files her whole personality, it just seems a little off as well, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. And when it comes to the Epstein files, we've said it on this show, I don't know how many times. If Donald Trump is in those Epstein files, and in those files is saying that he did something that he's not supposed to be doing, something disgusting, we will call him out, just like we would call out any Democrat, anyone.
Yep.
We don't care. Because we're Savage Patriots, that's why.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, so we got Virginia Giuffre, who said he did nothing, and victims have not named him. So it's like, what more do we need? And the fact that if the Democrats are so gung ho about these Epstein files that Marjorie wants released, and they held on to it because it was their quote unquote smoking gun. Why do they hold on to it for years on end since 2008? I think it was, right?
Yep.
So,
for many years. I mean, they were disgusted with Trump running in 2016 when he announced it in 2015. They could have easily said, you know what? We're not going to have this. As many of those politicians got up there and said, Trump's never going to be president. He's never going to be in the White House. He's never going to do that. They should have just released it and just squashed it. So there's something else going on with this list. And for Marjorie Taylor Greene to want it released, does she know something that we don't know?
I don't know.
So here she is talking to this chick, or I can't stand what's her face. What's her name? Dana Bash. So here she is, Dana Bash interviewing her.
Posted on X that President Trump is, with his comments, fueling a, quote, hotbed of threats against you. Obviously, any threats to your safety are completely unacceptable. But we have seen these kinds of attacks or criticism from the president at other people. It's not new. And with respect, I haven't heard you speak out about it until it was directed at you.
Dana, I think that's fair criticism. And I would like to say humbly, I'm sorry for taking part in the toxic politics. It's very bad for our country. And it's been something I've thought about a lot, especially since Charlie Kirk was assassinated, is that I'm only responsible for myself and my own words and actions. And I am committed, and I've been working.
I call BS. Here's the thing. She took part in that toxic political environment. I mean, remember her jabs at Ratchet Crockett?
Yep.
Give me a break.
What say you? Welcome, Marlon Brown, the host with the most, the man with the plan. What say you, bro? Can't hear you.
Sorry, the man with no damn energy. I'm tired, man. Tired.
Mm-hmm.
Going since 5 this morning. As with anybody that doesn't have a spine and can only dish, the obvious next step is to go back and say, well, when I was doing it, I was wrong. And so because I'm saying it's wrong, please don't do it to me.
Mm-hmm.
See, not everybody can stand on business. You see, like to take us, for instance, okay? What we dish out, we can take.
Yeah.
And we never are going to apologize for anything we say neither. We're not those kinds of people.
Right.
And you can do that when you say stuff you've thought about and you mean. She doesn't mean anything that she's not. I think this all started back when she realized that the deportation was going to harm her business. Her construction business. You remember when she said too that she was trying to find a way to make sure that we can keep some of the people who are really hardworking. What she was really trying to say is, I want to be with the deportation, but man, I got cheap labor. I'm making some good money on, and I can't let all of them go. And Manuel over here is making me some good money. I mean, I ain't gonna let Manuel just walk out because Trump
That
wanted to
or her
deport him.
overhead.
Yeah, her overhead gonna get affected. So I think that's when hers first started.
Jay and I were talking about something close to that backstage. We talked about it, something with insider trading too.
Mm-hmm.
And I was reading something about she was kind of doing the same thing Nancy Pelosi was doing with her husband and trading and all this stuff. So I don't know what her deal is. Yeah, maybe it is construction, but why would she go talk about inflation and the Epstein files if she's worried about her construction business?
To take attention off of immigration.
Mm.
Remember they paraded those women in front of the Capitol?
Oh, yeah.
What happened to them? I thought they were going to testify.
Yeah, I thought they were going to have their own list.
Yeah. But they also said they probably weren't going to publicize it.
Yeah.
I don't think she's in danger. I think she's full of crap. MTG, Majorie Taylor Greene.
Look, I'm still a fan. I don't worship the ground she walks on, but I do like her style. You know, that kind of in your face, straight, tell it like it is.
That's gone now. Because that's violent rhetoric.
Oh, you can't be we can't do it no
more. Because now it's to her.
Yeah.
And she doesn't even look the same talking on camera. Like, just listen to her tone, how she usually is. Fiery. Mm-hmm. That dang Southern accent comes out. She's letting you have it. And then listen to her tone here.
Well, because she's on CNN.
Okay, I can tell you.
Trumpnetized.
I'm surprised that bro hasn't said it yet.
What?
The answer. I really am surprised. Y'all aren't surprised that bro ain't said it yet? Like, he always said, and I'm surprised he hasn't caught on to this one yet. That's amazing. I'm going to give you a few seconds to see if you can say the phrase.
Why is she acting the way she is?
Yeah.
Now you got me thinking. What do I normally say?
I'll give you the first word, everything.
Oh, everything is a rich man's trick.
There you go. That's why she's behaving this way. Now money is the bottom line starting to get affected. If the bottom line starts to get affected, you got to change positions for the money. Candace Owens, money getting affected, change it, make the money. That's how it happens, man. When you make money, you're kingpin and you're God. And that's what happens.
All right, let's continue to see what she has to say. It's almost done, about 55 seconds.
On this a lot lately, to put down the knives in politics. I really just want to see people be kind to one another, and we need to figure out a new path forward that is focused on the American people, because as Americans, no matter what side of the aisle we're on, we have far more in common than we have differences. Yeah. And we need to be able to respect each other with our disagreements.
So just to put a button on this, you regret the things that you have said and posted in the past, the Facebook post that was taken down of you in 2020 holding a gun alongside the squad, encouraging people to go on the offense against the socialists, liking a tweet of somebody calling for the execution of Nancy Pelosi and former President Obama. Just examples.
Well, Dana, as you know, and many people know, I addressed that back in 2021. And of course, I never want to cause any harm or anything bad for anyone. So that was addressed back then, and I very much stand by my words I said then, and I stand by my words today.
Congresswoman, you posted on.
Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order, Mr. Chairman.
That's beneath even the order of your committee.
Order, please.
There's a point of order.
We have a point of order. Mr. Lynch, state your point.
Mr. Chairman, I would just like to ask the parliamentarian if your conduct here in raising money in connection with this hearing is referable to the Ethics Committee within this hearing. Is a motion in order to refer your conduct and your abuse of
It's not a
process.
point of order. not a
Mr.
point
I
of
do
order.
have a point of order, and I would like to move to take down Ms. Greene's words.
I hear you, Marlon.
Was that you, MTG? Was that you?
Yeah,
I'm
that
pretty
was
sure it was you, right?
I'm not gonna knock her. I liked it. I did.
Well, I know, but it was also probably more than likely false.
True.
It probably wasn't how she normally is, or it probably is how she is, but because now the table is turned and she realized, oh crap, I got to change my tone now because somebody bigger than me can do something to my career is against me. I got to change now. Maybe the other side might be able to pick me up and I can still keep my money.
But why address it on CNN though?
Because that's the next place you got to go. You can't go on Fox.
Why?
Yeah.
Because even though they're not all pro-Trump, they're definitely not anti-Trump.
So
Point
she thinks
blank.
she thinks that by going to CNN, it's going to boost her career by being apologetic to Trump.
No, it's not going to boost it. It's going to save it.
Mm.
See, if she stayed the way she is, she's going to be out of politics because she ain't going to be on the right.
Right.
But if she starts to gravitate to the left, she at least has a home.
Oh gosh, if that
Traitors will always find a home on the left, bro.
That's true.
Ah.
That's very true.
Mm.
Ugh. That happened. MTG.
Okay, this was her before.
The Democrats I serve with believe that unborn babies are parasites. They believe in open borders. They do not believe that parents have rights over their children's education. As a matter of fact, they believe in grooming children to the point where they don't know if they're a boy or a girl anymore. And I think that we could go item by item in every single issue, but we couldn't be further apart from the left. And after Charlie Kirk was martyred, I say martyred because I believe that's what happened to him. I don't think there's anywhere to go from here. I do know this as a Christian, that we can demonstrate our faith to others by how we live our lives. But I also know that the Bible tells us, do not be yoked with unbelievers. And in America, the left are unbelievers. They do not believe in God. They do not believe what the Bible says. And the right, many of us are Christians. We do believe in God. And we do believe what the Bible says. And so I think it's just come to a point where, for me personally, I can't find common ground anywhere with these people. Not after seeing the Democrats I serve with.
She can't find it anywhere.
How long ago was that?
2 months? Not even 2 months. Just after Charlie died. Just after he died.
So she goes from not finding common ground after.
So we need to unite, love and community, and peace and harmony, and have potlucks and chicken salads with raisins. Everybody bring your food.
Hey, look, I'm down with uniting with other humans, people of this earth that are good people, but I don't have to align with your ideology. I don't want nothing to do with it. If you're cool, I'm cool. Let's not talk politics. Leave it at that.
But okay. So, but there's no unity with okay.
Olive branch.
Olive branch.
God said we must love. In the Bible, he said we must love each other. That's what he said. That's what the Bible said.
So here's what she finishes with.
I think it's just come to a point where, for me personally, I can't find common ground anywhere with these people. Not after seeing them celebrate his death and demand that more of us die. The Democrats.
Okay, so how do you go from that to siding with them or being unified with the people on the one that wanted Charlie dead and us dead? How do you do that?
Forgiveness.
I only forgive people that ask for it, one. And two, people that I deem are not going to do it to me again.
True.
I'm good. I'm going to leave you alone. That way I wouldn't have a reason to forgive you. You can deal with God with that one. I'm going to deal with me.
I forgive. I never forget. I forgive and create distance. That's what I do.
Yeah, you can forgive, but forgiveness doesn't mean you associate with some people.
Yeah. But here's what I have another video. Here's Trump. This one's quick too.
Quick. Quick
But
Trump.
Trump being Trump. Trump being Trump, dude.
I don't think anybody cares about her.
No, Trump being Trump. The man just has no chill. Zero chill.
Where is the man's off switch?
Just he's like, all right, here he goes. Oh, snap. Here's what Trump says. Marjorie Taylor Greene is a disgrace to our great Republican
Marjorie
Party.
Taylor Greene.
Oh, man. Then here's his other one.
Lightweight Congresswoman Majorie Taylor Brown. Green grass turns brown when it comes to rot. Betrayed the entire Republican Party when she turned left, performed a patriotic or pathetic left, pathetic view, and became a rhino. And we all know she always was just another fake politician, no different than Rand Paul Jr., Thomas Massey, who got caught being a full-fledged Republican in name only. Make America great again.
Wow.
And then he goes, you chose your side and you joined the Democrats. You want to better your political future in 2028 instead of helping President Trump fix this country, which is why we voted for him again. Don't let the door hit you on your way
the good
out.
Lord split you.
That's what I wanted to say, but it didn't say that. I'm sure Whoopi is always going to hire you on The View. Damn.
Oh, goodness gracious. Wow.
Oh, man.
Don't let the good Lord. Buddy. You know what? Your political future is just ended.
Hope it was worth it. Sell out. Damn.
The unfortunate thing here is that because of people like MTG, it's going to be difficult for 2026 because now we're struggling to find viable candidates to be able to replace people like her.
I don't think it'll be that difficult. The same way she just came out of nowhere, somebody's gonna pop off. But I think we're always gonna have this problem of rhinos. It's just, and I think we've been running from this particular statement for a while. Okay, the upcoming generation, the unfortunate reality is the majority of them are going to be left leaning. They've been handed stuff.
Yeah.
And they're going to expect it to be continued in their adult life. And when they hear that Uncle Sam's going to be giving it, he's going to become Daddy Sam.
What do you think the cure could be to this?
Gaza.
Like get rid of political parties completely?
No, just Gaza.
Gaza. Gaza in America?
I can't say it, but Gaza.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only way. That's really the only way. Gaza.
For those of us who are less inclined, can you elaborate in the most?
What did they keep saying happened in Gaza?
G.
Start with a G.
Okay.
Close to, it's something on the side of the house.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I just think the two-party system is the biggest problem in our country. They just need to totally wipe out the Republican Party, the Democratic Party, go with the American First Party, and roll with that. That's what I think.
Third party. That's what we need. A third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth. We need more, way more. Not less, more.
Yeah, I agree. But it's hard for these third parties, fourth parties to even compete with these establishment parties. So how can you squash the establishment from wiping out these third party candidates? Because they have a lot of money in these parties from lobbyists who are tied into it, and just all types of big oil, big pharma, big everything is tied into these political parties. So how could we make the playing field level out? How would you be able to do that?
Yeah, I don't think you can. Okay, you're banking on the people who function in that system and like it to change the system they're functioning in and like it. And when people go in saying they're going to change it, they get linked in with those people and they realize, oh, there's some perks here. I'm not getting rid of it neither. The only thing you can possibly hope for, anything at all, is that you get just a handful that really know how to fight and don't care, but they really have to be honest and genuine about it. So we thought MTG was that. We thought she was going to be one of those people that would be fighting, standing up, and no fisticuffs. No. We thought Matt Gaetz was going to be that too. Nope.
Damn, where is he?
I thought Jim Jordan was going to be that.
Yeah.
Nope. Massey? Nope. Cotton? Nope. You name one that stood their ground unequivocally. Not one. They all fell by the wayside. I don't think we're going to get help from them people.
The only way, I mean, these parties, man, it's just, you really don't have a choice. They kind of force your hand. It's either you vote for either Crips or the Bloods or don't vote at all.
You still go get affected by them.
Yeah. So either way, you're affected. So voting, not voting, you're still screwed. They force you to vote a certain way. So the only way to do it, man, is just get rid of the parties, man. You gotta have term limits. They only can serve as long as the president can serve. It needs to be like that. You only can serve as long as the president can serve, and every 4 to 8 years, you're out. You're out.
But see, again, I don't want somebody from Massachusetts telling me that I can't have the congressman that I want here in Georgia because, you know, they don't like their policy just because they served for 4 years. You know,
I can see that. But when people stay in these offices too long, man, who are they really representing at that point?
Themselves.
Yeah, they end up representing themselves. They go in there making a couple $100,000 a year to be multimillionaires. Once you're a multimillionaire, do you really care what the people you represent think? I don't care. I'm freaking a gazillionaire.
Okay. Then we put the power differently. We bring back tar and feathering.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Just bring back tar and feathering. If you screw up after we put you in there, we reserve the right to walk into your office, tar, feather you, put you on a big old tight rail and walk you out.
Another thing, they have to live in the districts they represent.
That's a big thing, but that's not going to happen either.
Directly in the district you represent.
That's not going to happen.
It won't happen, but that'd change the way they handle business when they're up there making decisions because they live there. They live in those communities with those people. And you have to live amongst your people. You're a public servant. Cops do it.
Oh, right. But what you're saying is, Michael, what you're saying is constitutionally sound. But remember, we're dealing with, I mean, like, look, for instance, Maxine Waters, she lives in a gated community. Who, you know, she might be in LA, but give me a break. She's not living, you know, in Watts.
Which
there's no solution, man. There's no solution to this. It's been going on. It's ingrained now in the fabric. And you're going to see people like MTG pop up every so often, if not more. But you have to admit that the same thing is on the other side. When we see them defect over to ours, we think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, I anticipate Fetterman changing his allegiance here soon. And if he does that, Pennsylvania would be permanently red.
Do you think he'll become a Republican, or do you think
he won't go independent. He'll go Republican.
But he always comes off as a Republican, kind of, to me. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Only recently.
There has to be change, or there will be a civil war in this country. There will be one.
I don't mind. I think there should be one. I think there ought to be one because at some point we have to admit to ourselves that there is no reconcilable differences between left and right. I've been saying this for a while. We don't have anything in common, not even America. Their America is not the America that we want. We don't even have the country's best interest in common. We don't have family in common. We don't have a right and wrong in common. We don't have the country in common. We don't have education. We don't have nothing in common with the majority of the left.
Mhm.
And I think it's okay to say that, which means you don't have unity with them at all because there's nothing to unify over. Look at it this way. They want to get rid of the America that you and I grew up in. Get rid of capitalism. Everybody has equal amounts of stuff. Who decides what's equal and where the equal starts? Ain't you.
Mhm.
And you can't make more than this and you can't do more than that. You are going to be content to eat white rice and white rice alone, not even salt, butter, nothing. And you get one scoop and he gets one scoop. And sometimes the massa gets 4 scoops, but you can't complain about massa because massa's the one giving you the scoop.
Yeah.
But would it really be a left and right fight, though? How many
Yeah.
different factions do you really think there in this country? Yeah, the commies, obviously. You had the anarchists. You had the far right. You had the moderates. You had the far left progressive. You had the Democrats. All these different peoples, and some of their ideologies and some of they align. Some of them are way off from each other, also.
I guess it depends on what each faction views
There
what
you go.
America should be.
I was going to say that.
Or you just let the states just separate. We close each state off. Each state becomes its own country.
Their own country.
Yep, it's supposed to be like that, and let the states govern themselves. We have
Exactly.
Visas to get to each state.
Yep, you want to live in this state? Okay, you're right. Now you have to have a passport or a visa to go from this state to this state.
Migrate.
But then,
Yeah,
then again, there goes the actual union.
yeah, but
Maybe
the
the
union,
republic.
but the union was only supposed to come together at a time of war.
Either and the union has long lost its way.
Yeah,
That's true.
What the union was grafted for was not what is now. There is no more perfect union to come, as
No.
Abe Lincoln would have put it. You're not going to get a more perfect union. We had that for a good while, a good 200 years. We had it. Last 50, not so much. I do believe that we have to become more African, split up into the 50 countries.
Oh, it's like, man, wear loincloths and stuff. I don't want to wear no
And hunt
loincloths.
lions and eat giraffe heel and eat baboon,
Pig snout.
and monkey butt.
Look, as an Asian, that's fine.
Hey, and
I can cope.
also make sure you bathe in some cow dung. That's the best one.
Where are we going with this?
I'm just saying. You said you wanted to go Africa. I'm just saying when we go Africa, we can go all whole hog. But I don't think we can do it. But that's the only option we got is to split off.
We probably could do it if every country came out and said, "We want to be our own country." Every single one.
Mm-hmm.
Do we all agree? Yes, we will come together for trade. We will come together for defense of our country. We would come together, then we would have contracts for these military bases for all these service members that are out here. They still fall under the president of the United States. So they would contract, just like they do now, they contract these military installations from these states. They kind of rent them out. So the same thing, military would still be out. They still fall under for defense of the United States of America, but each state governs themselves. They would still have to fall under the Constitution. It'd be so much stuff in there, but I think it'll work out better that way.
Considering each state has their own constitution, I think for the most part, each state could work itself out to be its own nation state. But then why would we need a federal constitution if we're all going to be separate nations under ourselves?
I think it would come into play for defense of the country because you would still need a supreme law. If all the states had to come together to defend the country, there would still have to be okay, even though your state has their own constitution and these things are allowed under your constitution, we are in defense of our country right now. Now we fall under the supreme law.
No, what I'm saying is like that doesn't happen with Africa, because Africa in and of itself as a continent is not this unified federation of,
No, they're not.
of nations. But so if we were to follow suit with that sort of look to it, like the state of Georgia has a vastly different economy and philosophy of governance than California, and so like if that's going to happen, and let's say California gets invaded by China or whatever, that means nobody else really has a say on how to defend California because we're all our own individual nation states. If that makes sense.
I mean, I could see that, but if they all came to an agreement before creating these sovereign states and said, if any state is attacked or if any state is whatever from the coast, we will help defend these states. And then the president kicks in and says, hey, send over the 82nd Airborne over there to help defend that.
Okay. I mean,
I think it's good because it'd be a lot easier to hold your government, your officials accountable, man. You can't really hold them accountable. They all run to DC, play on camera like they're voting on something, and then go have orgies in the White House basement afterwards. Just saying,
I don't think it would work. It eventually would happen if we did that. Each of the countries would become vassals.
No.
And we would go right back to the feudal days. It wouldn't work.
Or they
inevitably it would be that the military would eventually conquer each country.
True. Or they would fight over resources.
Yeah. And I don't think at this point we can even afford to do that on a continent the size we have. Africa is different. I don't believe that is an option because one, we're working from having a system for the last 200 years to switching to something that drastic is going to screw a lot of people up. People don't even want to go and get ID. You think they're going to get a visa to go to a different country? They're not going to do that. Then they're going to say, well, I can't even get my picker. I don't even know how to do no computer. I can't do that.
A computer.
I can't do it.
I
think in the long run, one of two things has to happen. The system will break itself or we have to break it. But I think the system will break itself. I'm giving it another 20 years. That's as long as if it continues the way it's going now, I'm giving at most another 20 years.
Yeah.
Then America's done.
Then you know how you break the system?
Don't participate?
Don't participate. We participate and, with threats of jail and threats of this and threats of that and threats of selling your property, doing X, Y, and Z. And we participate based off threats, unconstitutional threats of death. The minute the majority of Americans said, screw you, we're not participating anymore, what are they going to do? It'll collapse itself. The system couldn't sustain people being rebellious.
Or everybody took their money out of the banks and just put it in their beds and stick on it. But again, the government's going to come after you. We have no recourse. We allowed the government to get this big.
Yep.
Okay, I'm not blaming a single politician. I can't. That is us. We, the boomers, Gen X, we were lazy in our voting policies. We did not think straight. We allowed this to get to this point. We didn't even present a threat to them to where they can be. If we do that, they're gonna mess us up. They don't even care. We're here because we put us here. So now we have to try and find a way to get us out of here. We did it. And we don't need to depend on the government to change nothing. I don't believe the government's going to want to, first of all, but I don't think the government can. I think we have to change the government. We change it. We vote them out. We hold the and see how these people say, well, we need the government to investigate the voting. No, we don't. No, we don't.
We have militias, right, to do that?
No, but we don't need to have them double check anything.
Right.
We demand a certain way from the beginning, but we don't do that.
Yep, that's true.
We have become so soft. So soft. You think this could have flew back in 18 anything?
No.
You think in 18 anything, any American would allow the government to do what they do now? Some politician would have been eating dirt naps everywhere you'd have seen. What? You'd had to reelect somebody, but not because their term ended. Something else ended.
That's true. And you know, that term, we the people, is thrown around a lot. But if people actually understood what we the people actually meant, it means we the people govern this country. Not these suits up there getting on a microphone, screaming and yelling about HR 257362, whatever they argue about, and never get anything done. It's the people. And once the people start understanding that we are actually in control, you'll start to see it change. But right now, oh, that's what politicians are for. That's what we put on there for. They're the boss. They're our leaders. Stop calling them your leaders. They're not our leaders. They're not leading anything. They are representatives, public servants. That's what they are.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, if he did what you're suggesting here, right? Two problems with it. I don't disagree with it, but here's the problem with it. The way the current system is set up, the people that would be held responsible or held to account would not be the people doing anything illegal. It'd be the people asking for the illegality to stop. And so your suggestion of, you know, the Insurrection Act for these people impeding this sounds really good. I agree. Sounds great. But unless somebody's willing to get their hands and ghillie suits different and dirty, nothing's changing. Mm-hmm. Our voting obviously has no impact on anything. You know that much. Not even the local ones. Too much money's tied up in it. Too many hands in the pot. The most you can hope for is somebody else like us runs for office who will just decide this is what it is. This is constitutional. I don't care. This is what we're doing. Do you see any of those people run for governor? Though they'll go for mayor. Why? Because they can do very little and get paid a lot.
Yep.
I can't knock their hustle. Their hustle is I don't want to work, so I become a government official. The government official makes a fair amount of money. But if somebody wants a zone moved from like, I can kind of fudge that as the mayor, and they give me a good kickback. They did it just recently here in Wenatchee. Somebody brought permits. I think we covered it, and the permits was for Section 8 housing hotels. It was Section 8 housing in a project side of town, and they got that funding and they got that zoning. Do you think they build a low-income house? No. They build condominiums.
Of course.
But they get to build it with a grant based on low income.
As well as taxpayer money.
Yeah, all taxpayer money.
Jeez.
Is there any level of anything that actually looks out for the people? Like truly looks out for the people. Puts the interest of the people before anything else.
No.
There's not one.
Not from what we're gauging here today. I can't seem to think of it.
I can't say there is. And that's an unfortunate reality, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Sad day.
I'm checking something here real quick because I really do want to find out if I'm seeing correctly. Hold on a minute, everybody. Hold on.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hold up.
Me put some pimping in it.
Okay. Savage.
TSE.
Okay. Let me check this out here real quick. Live. I gotta find out. I'm looking. Let's see if I missed it. That's weird. It's not on here. That's crazy.
What are you looking for?
Look in the comment section. You'll see. I think you'll see what I'm seeing. I think you'll see him pretty easily.
Who, Terry?
Mm-hmm.
One not regular Court, Gitmo Bay still runs.
Not
the ad.
Terry. No, not Terry. This guy.
Dr. Sebastian Longstaff. Pedo Trump is a pathetic paper tiger. Good job, doctor.
Him. I was looking for him.
Mm.
Now, where is he in the lineup? He is right before Retro saying, what? Okay. That's so funny. He's not on, like his comment isn't in the message thread over on our actual live.
Hold on, I'm looking. Where's it at?
Ain't that crazy?
Daniel B. and Desiree Lane.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, it's not there. Daniel B. and Desiree Lane. I don't see him. And he's on YouTube. Dr. Sebastian. No, it's probably the feds.
That's weird.
Freaking feds.
That's weird. Ain't that kind of weird? Like it's right there, but it ain't right there.
Sebastian's no doctor.
It ain't no dang doctor.
Let me find him. I'm gonna find him.
He probably checks buttholes.
Dr. Sebastian Longstaff. Yum, 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 yum.
Esquire, sir.
He doesn't have a channel. It's just a stupid name.
Does he have a doctor page?
He probably has been deleting it after his post, and it just stays up here. But I just thought it was funny that he'd slip in there and slip that out and then leave.
Well, that makes him up. See,
Longstaff.
Coward.
That's okay. I just find it weird that the same people that are complaining now about everything to do with Epstein have, nothing to say about it for the last 4 years.
Yeah, now they want it. So bad. You remember when we were talking about like Joe Biden taking a shower with his daughter and Hunter Biden laying in bed with his niece or something and got caught? They didn't care about that. It was, whatever. That didn't happen.
Like it makes sense to me. I can't, when are the Democrat voters really going to get a grasp that their entire party is filled with the very thing that they are accusing Trump of being?
The way they talk about this, they talk about this Epstein list is that they're going to just release it and it's just going to say Donald Trump on it. You know what I mean?
I can see
it's just going to say Donald Trump. It's not going to say anybody else on there. They're going to be surprised what a lot of their favorite politicians are going to be on there. We'll see how happy they are about it. We're happy about anyone's name coming out on that list here on the Savage Patriots. Exactly. Even Donald Trump. If his name is on that list, we've said it many times.
It's on the list.
It's on the list, and we will speak on it like we speak on everyone else. But I can't wait to see some of your favorite politicians on there.
Or we'll say, that's not really him. It's a different Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's the.
We are going to defend him because we don't care. We love Donald Trump to the point where even if he is a pedophile, we don't care. We're going to defend him.
Political tribalism, Marlon.
Yeah, that's right. I'm part of a cult.
I'm part of a cult.
How we do it, Bella? I'm not a part of a cult. I just want people go take that clip and say, see, he worshiped Donald Trump.
Hey, clear it up, Marlon. Clear it up before they clip it up.
I worship Donald Trump because he's white. White people deserve to be worshipped. Never worship a black man. Black people are the worst people to worship. They'll never get it done. You can pray to them all day long and they'll do nothing. Okay? It's always going to be no. And it's going to be late. With white people like me who are gods, they're going to get it done right away. Best time ever. Yeah, because I worship Trump. That's what happens.
No.
But that's what they'll say. That's what they'll say. That's what they'll say. And that's okay. Y'all can say it. But we have a track record here That when it's time to call people out, we'll call them out.
Right.
If, like I said, if tomorrow we find out that Trump's on that list, it's over. When I say over, done.
Mm-hmm.
And not just Trump, all of them.
Anybody.
We don't care if the great black messiah, Barack Obama, is on that list. Oh, we're really getting him. We're really going to get him. So it doesn't matter. We don't worship politicians over here. We call them out. We respect their position.
Kind of.
Kind of. But the president, I do respect his position as president of the United States. But they ain't above getting called out. None of them. Right, left, Republican, Democrat. Well, we don't care.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I don't know who's on it. I do know that if he is on it, we're going to call it out. I don't believe that he is. I think what you're going to find out is he was the snitch. That's what I think you'll find out. He's on it as a snitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think is going to be seen. I could be wrong. I don't think I am, but I could be wrong.
I'm telling you, it's going to be all redacted. It's going to say Donald Trump. Redacted. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Girl. Redacted. Teenager or something. It's just going to be all messed up. And the left is going to eat that up.
I mean, basically.
Because they're not the brightest, We know that.
No, they're not.
But that's me. I think he a snitch. That's what I think he is. How so, Glenn Hanna? How so? How is Trump cooked?
He doesn't know. He's just saying it because he heard it on TikTok or something.
I want to see if he knows, because I want to give everybody benefit of doubt. Tell me how he cooked. I might agree with you. You might have a valid reason why he cooked. You might.
Just make it valid, though. Glenn.
Please tell me. I just want to know how you know he's cooked. What? Look, we've been looking to make a comeback on Trump, on expose him. So if you got info, what? You think this is the one platform we will never be above? Absolutely lambasting Trump if he does something stupid. We've done that before.
Mm-hmm.
That's not new. Okay, we're not to the point where we're blinded if he does something dumb. We don't go with the 5D and 6D chess and all that stuff. I mean, sure, sometimes he has a plan, but if it's something blatantly obvious, we're not going to be like, oh, well, he could have had a reason. We're not going to do that.
Right.
So if he is cooked and you know something, please tell us.
He's got that secret TikTok list.
I want to know. Time put a spell on you. No answer.
Come on, Glenn, we're waiting.
Okay.
Jeez,
Glenn Miller Band.
It sounded edgy, so
yeah,
pretty good. He is cooked. The walls are closing in. Remember that?
Yeah, but if he's so cooked, why is he requesting for the list to get released? I mean,
because he already redacted his name. He took his name off.
That's right. Yeah. He put somebody else's name, replacing his name, Bubba.
Yeah, Bubba. Yeah, Bubba Gump.
Bubba.
Weird.
Oh man.
Any case, we'll be back come Wednesday. I'm really out of it, guys. Like really out of it. Like my brain is off. I don't know how the heck I'm going to finish this evening. I don't even know how that's going to happen. So we'll see. If y'all want to see something hilarious, I'm about to go record for both sides. Watch that video because I guarantee it's going to make no sense to you. I'll be
moving them dang pianos, man.
My conversation is going to be. You want content? Watch me then. I'm going to try and wash my face and get these bags from my eyes. You see them? You see them there? Look at how big and heavy. They're killing me right now.
You need to get some of them eye patches. I'll be wearing those things. Right.
Well, I had back in the day. I think I still have the emails from one. I think I still have the emails from the Nigerian person, but this one was from his lawyer. a Nigerian lawyer that had a Nigerian prince that, you know, I was going to be the heir of a fortune. I never did get that money.
And we must have got
Dang
the
it.
same email because I was supposed to be heir too.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I was too when I inherited.
Well,
$3
you
million.
knew, you know, they was lying to you because it never would have fit you because you Asian.
Well,
No,
right,
he's not. He's black.
So then that's when I decided to opt for the $7,000 Jew shekels.
Oh, the Jekylls.
The Jekylls.
The Jekyll and Hydes. Either way, we're gonna catch y'all on the flip side come Wednesday. Did you see the interview with Charlie Kirk's head of security?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No.
I think we should do a reaction to that.
Okay.
Is it us talking about the shooting and his reaction, probably?
And how the bullet managed to not exit.
Mm.
Because he was the one that had to put his finger in the wound to keep it from pulsing.
Mm.
His description is pretty painful. They had to stop the interview quite a few times for him to gather himself. But I think we should cover it.
Okay.
Yeah. Clinton Jaws covered it once before, but I think I can find I think we can find it. So, all right, people, we'll catch you on the flip side on Wednesday. Mr. Lee.
Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you Wednesday. Peace out.
Peace.
Whoa.